your mind is clearer and your life is more focused. In practical terms, discretion might mean holding back on sharing certain details about your life on social media, even if it seems harmless. It might mean choosing your words carefully in conversations or declining to participate in gossip or negative talk about others. It might mean keeping certain dreams or goals between you and God until they are fully formed and ready to be revealed. It's important to note that discretion does not mean being secretive or deceitful. There's a difference between hiding something out of fear or shame and choosing to keep something private out of wisdom and prudence. Discretion is about being thoughtful and intentional in how you manage your personal information and the information of others. In today's culture, where oversharing is often encouraged, practicing discretion can be challenging. But as followers of Christ, we are called to live differently. We are called to be wise as serpents and innocent as doves, Matthew 10:16. This means knowing when to speak and when to remain silent, when to share and when to keep things to ourselves. In closing, I encourage you to pray for the wisdom to discern when to use discretion in your life. Ask God to give you the strength to hold your tongue when necessary and the courage to speak up when the time is right. Remember that discretion is a gift. It's a tool that, when used correctly, can protect you, empower you, and bring you closer to God. May you walk in the wisdom of discretion, guarding your heart and your life with all diligence. May you find peace in the knowledge that not everything needs to be shared. And may you be blessed as you keep your most precious pearls safe within the boundaries of God's protection. Ladies and gentlemen, there's a profound truth in the wisdom of Solomon, especially when he declares in Proverbs 4:23, above all else, guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it. This isn't just a call to protect your emotions, but rather a divine instruction to safeguard the very core of your being, your thoughts, dreams, and vulnerabilities. Today, I want to talk to you about the significance of discretion and the power of mystery in your life. In today's world, there's increasing pressure to be transparent, to share every detail of our lives with everyone. Social media, daily conversations, and even our routine interactions push us to reveal more than we should. But I want to remind you, not everything about you is meant for public consumption. There are aspects of your life that must remain hidden, guarded like precious jewels. You see, when you expose too much of yourself, you give others the power to define you, manipulate you, or weaken you. Jesus, the Son of God, was a man of discretion. He knew when to speak and when to remain silent. He revealed his heart to a select few, those who had proven themselves trustworthy. Even among his disciples, there were secrets he kept to himself because he understood the importance of guarding the treasures within him. This is crucial because there are people in your life who are not for you, they are against you. They may smile in your face, but their hearts are filled with envy, jealousy, and ill intentions. If you lay your life bare before them, they will use that information to undermine you, to sabotage your destiny. The enemy is always looking for a way to infiltrate your life, often using those closest to you. The Bible says in Matthew 7:6, do not give dogs what is sacred, do not throw your pearls to pigs. If you do, they may trample them under their feet and turn and tear you to pieces. Your dreams, visions, and struggles are your pearls. Not everyone has the capacity to appreciate them, and not everyone deserves to know the intimate details of your journey. In your journey, you'll encounter many who will pretend to care about you, but their true intentions are far from benevolent. They'll ask questions, not out of concern, but to gather information they can use against you. It's vital to recognize these individuals and understand that not every inquiry deserves an answer. Discretion isn't just a strategy, it's a shield that protects you from unnecessary battles and heart attacks. Solomon's wisdom in Ecclesiastes 3:7 reminds us that there's a time to be silent and a time to speak. There are moments in life when silence is more powerful than words. The mystery surrounding you can be your greatest asset, because what people can't figure out, they can't attack. The less you reveal, the more people will respect and fear you. But discretion isn't just about protecting yourself from others, it's also about self-respect. When you reserve the deep, personal parts of yourself for those who have earned that privilege, you're affirming your own worth. You're declaring that your thoughts, emotions, and experiences are valuable and not everyone deserves access to them. We live in an age where privacy is increasingly undervalued, but as believers, we are called to a higher standard. Jesus himself often withdrew to solitary places, away from the crowds, to pray and seek his Father's will. He understood the importance of separating himself from the noise to maintain his connection with God. We too must find our solitary places where we can guard our hearts, nurture our spirits, and hear from God without interference. The power of discretion is also tied to the concept of timing. Not everything you have to say or share is meant for this moment. Sometimes God will place something in your heart that is meant for a later time, or perhaps never to be shared at all. The ability to discern the right moment to speak is crucial. It can be the difference between success and failure, peace and chaos. In Luke 2:19, after the shepherds had visited the newborn Jesus, the Bible says that Mary treasured up all these things and pondered them in her heart. Mary understood the value of keeping certain things between herself and God. She didn't rush to announce everything to the world. She kept it close, waiting for the right time. We must learn to do the same. The modern world may push us to be an open book, but not every page is meant to be read by others. Some chapters of our lives are meant to be kept between us and God until he deems it necessary to reveal them. This doesn't mean we live in secrecy, but rather with a sense of holy discretion. Discretion is about understanding that there is a divine timing for everything in your life. When you share prematurely, you risk exposing yourself to unnecessary battles. Joseph, in the Bible, learned this the hard way. When he shared his dreams with his brothers, they became envious and plotted against him. His dreams were from God, but the timing of their revelation was premature, which led to years of suffering.